Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is me Shamin Arif and I am a student of Rehan College as a facilitator.
Hey, I'm here and ready to help. What's on your mind today?
What is creativity in problem solving?
Great question. Creativity and problem solving is really about stepping outside of standard patterns. It's finding new connections, seeing possibilities others might miss, and coming up with fresh, often unconventional solutions. It's a mix of imagination, flexibility, and sometimes even a little risk involved.
Why is creativity important when solving problems?
It's really crucial because a lot of the time traditional methods just don't cut it, especially with complex or new challenges. Creativity opens up a wider range of options, helping you adapt to changing circumstances or spot opportunities that others might overlook. It's kind of like having a secret superpower in your toolkit.
How does creativity thinking different from logical thinking?
Ooh, great distinction. So, vertical thinking is more structured and logical. You follow a clear step by step path, building on known facts. Creative thinking, on the other hand, is more lateral. You jump sideways to make unexpected connections, break assumptions, and explore possibilities beyond the obvious.
Can creativity help solve everyday challenges? How?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even small daily problems like figuring out a more efficient routine or solving a communication hiccup can benefit from a creative twist. When you approach them creatively, you often see alternatives, things like repurposing resources, trying different approaches, or just reframing the situation. It's like a little mental shortcut to get unstuck.
What are the key characteristics of a creative problem solve?
Good point. So, some key characteristics would be things like curiosity, you're open to asking what if questions, you stay flexible, willing to pivot your thinking, you have a bit of risk tolerance, and you're not afraid of ambiguity. Plus, you often combine different perspectives, drawing on diverse sources of knowledge to spark new ideas.
What is it important to consider multiple solutions to one problem?
Yeah, that's really important because it reduces the risk of settling on a subpar solution. When you explore multiple options, you often spot strengths or weaknesses in each. Plus, it gives you the freedom to choose the best fit for the context, and sometimes even the best solution is a blend of different ideas.
How does curiosity encourage creativity?
Oh, absolutely. Curiosity is kind of like the spark that drives creativity. When you're curious, you naturally ask questions, dig deeper, explore beyond the obvious. That constant desire to understand more pushes you to make unexpected connections and spark new ideas. So, curiosity is kind of like creativity's fuel.
What role does imagination play in problem solving?
Yeah, imagination is huge. It lets you envision scenarios beyond what's currently real or obvious. When you imagine different futures or outcomes, you can brainstorm solutions that might not exist yet. It kind of breaks the patterns of how things are and lets you ask, how could they be? So it's like a playground for new possibilities.
What are some common barriers to creative thinking?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one big barrier is fear of failure. People worry about being wrong, so they stick to safe ideas. There's also habit, just relying on old patterns instead of trying new ones. And sometimes external constraints like tight deadlines or resource limits can shut down creative thinking too.
What technique can improve creative problem solving skills?
Ooh, there are a bunch. For instance, brainstorming is classic, just letting ideas flow without judgment. Scamper is another great technique where you ask things like, what can I substitute or what can I combine? And even taking a break, like stepping away for a walk, can spark fresh ideas.
How does asking questions lead to better solution?
Oh, definitely. Asking better questions is like the secret sauce. When you exactly. When you ask more precise Yeah, so when you ask better questions, you actually guide your thinking in new directions. You get to the root of the problem, uncover hidden assumptions, and that often unlocks more creative and effective solutions. So the right question is really a game changer.
Why is it important to think outside the box?
Yeah, thinking outside the box is crucial because it helps you break free from conventional patterns. A lot of times, the best solutions lie beyond the usual way of thinking. When you step outside those boundaries, you open up new perspectives, you challenge assumptions, and you often find solutions that are way more innovative.
How can learning from mistake improve creativity?
Oh, that's a big one. When you learn from mistakes, you actually expand your mental toolbox. Each misstep Exactly. Each mistake is a chance to reflect, figure out what went wrong, and tweak your approach. That builds resilience and a kind of creative muscle. So next time you can adapt and come up with even better solutions.
What role does observation play in finding creative solution?
Oh, observation is huge. When you really pay attention to what's happening around you, you notice patterns, details, or even gaps others miss. That awareness gives you raw material for fresh ideas. So the more you observe, the richer your creative well becomes.
How can different perspectives lead to innovation ideas?
Yeah, different perspectives are so powerful because they bring in fresh lens. Exactly. When people from different backgrounds, disciplines, or experiences come together, they see angles that others wouldn't. Those intersections of diverse thinking often spark really innovative solutions because you're basically combining different worlds.
How does creativity benefit business and organizations?
Oh, it's a huge advantage. Creativity helps businesses stand out, adapt to market changes, and solve complex challenges. It drives innovation in products, customer experiences, and even how teams collaborate. So it keeps them competitive and future proof.
Can technology support creative problem solving? How?
Yeah, technology is a game changer. It gives you tools to prototype faster, analyze data, and visualize ideas in new ways. Things like AI, design software, collaboration platforms let you experiment and iterate in ways that just weren't possible before,
What
boosting your creative problem solving big time.
What are some real life examples of creativity solving major problems?
Exactly. And it also helps democratize creativity. Like more people have access to the tools now, so a wider range of ideas can come to life. It's really leveling the playing field.
Okay, why is flexibility important in solving complex problems?
Flexibility is key because complex problems rarely have one perfect solution. When you're flexible, you can adapt, shifting your approach as new information emerges, or even pivoting your strategy entirely if needed. That lets you keep moving forward even when things get really uncertain.
How does creativity help during unexpected situations?
Oh, creativity is such a lifeline in those moments. When things don't go as planned, creative thinking helps you reframe the problem, see new possibilities, and adapt on the fly. Instead of getting stuck, you can pivot and craft a creative response to the unknown.
What habit encourage creative thinking every day?
Yeah, so everyday habits like staying curious, trying new experiences, and even just setting aside a bit of time for reflection can keep that creative spark alive. Journaling, exposing yourself to different art forms, or even just asking what if questions daily. Those practices all keep your mind flexible and creative.
Why will creativity remain an essential skill in the future?
Oh, absolutely. As the world gets more complex and automated, creativity is what keeps us human. It's how we adapt and innovate, whether in jobs, technology, or even just in solving everyday problems. So it's a skill that will keep driving progress in the future.
Thank you so much for giving your valuable time.
Of course, I'm really glad we got to talk about this. If anything else comes up or you want to dive deeper into something, just let me know.